Enzymes. Enzymes are biological catalysts made mostly of proteins that are used to speed up the chemical reaction in living cells without being consumed in the reaction. Enzymes lower the activation energy. Now you should know about the activation energy, the minimum amount of energy which is required to start any type of chemical reaction. When enzymes lower the activation energy and make life processes fast and efficient. Activation energy helps to reach the transition state. Transition state at which reactants can change into products. Without enzymes, more activation energy will be required and reaction will be slow. Now come on the characteristic of enzymes. In this diagram, you can see the structure of enzyme. When we discuss the structure of enzyme, then we will discuss the parts of it. It is enzymes and it is the thing or substrate on which enzymes is going to be attacked. So when we discuss the structure of enzymes, then mostly these are proteins in nature. Some are RNAs, just like ribozymes. These are highly specific in action. It means that specific enzymes are used for the conversion into another products. Specific, or we can say simply specific enzymes are for specific substrate. They work in a small amount, not used up in reaction, not used up in the reaction, but can be reusable. Sensitive to temperature and pressure, temperature and pH, have urge high efficiency. Now come on the structure of enzymes. Enzyme structure has two main parts. The one part is apoenzymes or protein part, and second part is non-protein part. Number one, we have apoenzymes, protein part of enzymes, give specific shape to the enzymes. Inactive alone, if it is alone, without combination of cofactor, without substrate, especially cofactor, then it will be inactive state. When cofactors will be attached with it, or we can say activator will attach with it, then it is able to work or show its efficiency. Now come on the type of cofactors. Now you can see here inactive enzymes. You can see here inactive enzymes, and these are activator, or we can say cofactors. When cofactors or activator attach to the inactive enzymes, then it will convert into it opens and join the substrate, and it converts into active form. When the substrate attach itself, then it is going to react on it and convert into product reactants, substrate, substances which are joined to the enzymes. Now after the reaction of the enzymes, they will convert it to product, and when conversion of product is completed, then activator or cofactor will be released out or detached from the enzymes, and now enzymes again convert into inactive form. So I think you understood. These are activator, inactive enzymes before the attachment of the activator. Now it is able to act on the substance or substrate. Substrate joined it to the active site of the enzymes, and then going to convert into products. And when product completion is completed, then activator detach as well as products. So I think you understood. After that, come on the structure of the enzymes. We discussed cofactors. So it is active site on which substance can be attached, and it is non-active site that is known as allosteric site. Non-active site is known as allosteric site, and both of these completely or jointly known as the enzymes. Now come, I told you apoenzymes, inactive form, cofactor, activator, holoenzymes, active form of enzymes which is able to attack on the substrate. Now what is cofactors? The simple language we can use activator. So these are number of types. These are non-protein part needed for activity. Non-protein part, but it is required for the activity of the enzymes. Number one type of cofactor we have that is non-protein part, and it is activator, enzymes activator. Non-protein part, and it is required for the activity of the enzymes. Cofactors we have number of types. Number one, metal ions. You know well about the magnesium, iron, and zinc. Metal ion helps for binding an organic molecules which is required for enzyme activity. I told you about magnesium, iron, and zinc. Magnesium, iron, and zinc. Magnesium, just like in DNA polymerase, and it is used for kinase enzymes, while zinc in carbonic anhydrase. Second type of cofactor we have coenzymes. Second type of cofactor we have, it is one type of cofactor, and second type of cofactor we have coenzymes. Organic molecules just like NAD, FAD, coenzymes A. Third type we have prosthetic group. Prosthetic group, these are tightly bound cofactor. Tightly bound cofactor just like the heme. It is in hemoglobin and cytochromes. They work by binding to the active site to stabilize substrates or aid in catalysis or conversion into another products. So we can judge apoenzymes plus cofactor, apoenzymes plus cofactor, both of these are the types of the cofactors, and then convert into holoenzymes or active form of enzymes which can be attached to the substrate and convert into products. So I think you understood apoenzymes, both of these types of coenzymes and cofactor. These are the types of the cofactors. Metal ions है, prosthetic group है, coenzymes. These are all types of cofactors. And after the attachment of both of these are converted into holoenzymes, and holoenzymes is in functional form of the enzymes. So I think all of these points are understood now. Now, in case of our previous pick, we came to know about the active site. So which site is active site? We can define or understand that the site or specific region of an enzymes where substrate binds itself and substrate the thing or material which is going to be attacked or decomposed or convert into another form that is known as the products. It has high specific shape. Both of these active site of enzymes and substrate are similar in its shape, very specific in their shapes and chemical properties, and these are responsible for catalysis, for conversion into another form. So I think all of these points are understood.